welcome to my channel if you are new here, and welcome back if you're a returning subscriber. My name is Brittany. On this channel, I share my stupid opinions about the books I've been reading. Happy Sunday. We're starting a vlog. I don't know what the theme is. All I know is that it's the end of the month, March. I'm home from vacation and I need to get a move on reading. In front of me, I have my blanket. I'm a month behind. I crocheted about 4 rows on here last night to catch up, and I have 4 more rows. But today's goal is to get caught up and read as much as I can. I was going to edit for the podcast, but to be honest, I just don't feel like it. I came home from vacation on Wednesday last week and I need to recharge. And so that's what we're doing today, recharging. I'm going to go lay on my couch here in a bit and snuggle with my dog and read. But I want to finish drinking my coffee and work a little bit on this and then go read. I'm starting Flawless by Elsie Silver. It's book 1 in the Chestnut Spring series. I'm very much deep in the trenches of cowboy romance, and that's that. It's rainy and cold today, and that also kind of contributes to my lack of wanting to do anything today. But alas, here we go. I've read 1 page of this book and I'm obsessed. I'm gonna just add on to here and we'll go from there. I'm realizing that I didn't put my fucking stitch marker on here. Good thing that that didn't mess up. So here's what we've got. When I started yesterday, I was on this white mushroomy color row, and then I added 4. I'm really going to laugh when I look back on this blanket in the future when it's done and see this, because I still have 1 more row of this purple color to add before I switch out. I read 4 books that were over 4 stars in a row in March, which was really fun. My favorite of the month so far has been Ready or Not by Cara Bastone, which is a pregnancy book. I just ate that shit up. But I'm going to go drink my coffee and enjoy this. I think I might just add the purple row and then go lay on my couch because I want to take it kind of easy today. That's that. I think the goal for the week will be to read as much as I can, bearing in mind, of course, that I have to edit the podcast episode. It's going to be lights out, which is the 3-hour, we have 3 hours of raw footage because Kelly does not know when enough's enough. Her notes were very thorough. She's the one who's taking the lead on this. Moving forward, when we both read the book, we're going to change things up a bit. She's the one who took the most notes, and I let her run with it and just chimed in with my commentary as needed. Anyway, I'm going to go and crochet, and I will see you all when I have an update. This one is about Rhett and Summer. No one will compare to Jasper as far as I'm concerned, but we'll try. We're going to try it out. I need to remember to make ice cubes because I really want iced coffee this week. Anyway, sorry, I digress. Goal is to read as much as I can, and we'll just roll with it. All right. See you when I have something more to say of note. Bye. So we're at about 25%, and literally I'm obsessed. We have cocky cowboy Rhett, who slanders one of his biggest sponsors, and then they drop him. He's a bull rider, so like 8 seconds, that kind of shit. And his agent's daughter, Summer, is tasked with being his babysitter until the championship in 2 months. And what we have is her living at Rhett's family ranch to her job. Now, I read Powerless first, which has Jasper and Sloane. And Jasper has a part in this book at the very beginning, 10% in once Summer gets to the ranch. Beau is home, which is great. And we have Cade being Cade. Obviously, I've not read Cade's book, but we get enough of Cade in Powerless that I know that Cade is being Cade. I'm so invested in this story. I foresee myself carrying on reading the other 3 books in the series that I have to complete this week, hopefully. So is this my Chestnut Springs vlog? Possibly. Do I think that I could read the other 3 books in the series this week? Maybe. Time will tell. I have a lot that I need to do for the podcast this week. But Summer, I love her. She manages Rhett in such a way that I admire her. We're at the first competition right now, and I'm very much looking forward to it. This is where she's been, my dog, all day, and the way that she's laying right now is super funny. I want to show you, but I'm afraid that if I move, she will not stay like this. She lays like this a lot beside me. She's on her back with her paws like this, and then her back legs are spread open. Let's see if I can get it a good shot. Ta-da! That's my girl, looking like a Looney Tune. Oh my gosh, she loves laying like that. I don't know why she's done that for the longest time. That's my Piotch. Wicked Pissa. Piotch. Peachy girl. Oh, I don't know what she hears. I'm gonna get back to it. I Instacarted a few groceries because I didn't feel like going to the store. They should be here soon. We're making steak tacos for dinner. It's only 2 p.m. I'm really confident that I can finish this book today. But I need to stop talking and just get fucking to it. So I'm gonna do that. Oh my god. I'm 82%. My dog is judging me so hard right now. I'm screaming because, look, if anything, this is the most cowboy romance that I have experienced in reading cowboy romance because they're at the rodeo. Oh my god. Ooh, I'm obsessed with this book. She's literally judging me so hard right now. She's side-eyeing me and everything. I screamed so loud at what just happened. And if you've read this book, it's 82% in. You know what happened. But I screamed so loud. My dog is over here side-eyeing me. I'm obsessed with this book. Literally, I'm so obsessed with this book. Please don't lick in my mouth, please. You can lick my face, just not in my mouth. Honey, if you are, for whatever reason, watching the Chestnut Springs book series, I'd like that for my birthday because I need to own these books. Peach, she agrees with me. You heard Peach bark over here? She says buy it for me for my birthday. Back to it. I finished it. I freaking love this book. Oh my god. I'm just doing my rating, so you're gonna have to wait just 1 second. I think this is a 5. It's a 5. Oh my god. I literally cannot stop smiling about this book. I just love. I'm literally about to start the next one as soon as I finish this because, oh my god. I simply could not stop myself from going to town on this. I genuinely so obsessed. I think Heartless is next. It is. And one thing, sorry, just give me a minute. I wouldn't call this enemies to lovers, even though that's the tagline, because this man yearns for her almost immediately. The next one is Single Dad, and I'm down for it. But the thing is, Summer, don't advertise this as an enemies to lovers. I just saw that and now I'm like a little infuriated, but whatever. We're gonna read Heartless. It follows the next of the fucking brothers. This one's Cade's story. I forget who he's with. Does it say in the synopsis? I fucking hope it's Willa. I gotta charge my keyboard, but we're gonna do this first. I, first of all, love Harvey so much. That's the dad. I just like, I don't know, she wrote the hell out of this book. It was just so nice. It feels very real and realistic. I love a story like this. Will I look back on this and maybe change my mind about it being a 5-star read? Probably not, because the way that I was having, honest to God, visceral reactions and screaming while reading this book, I really needed to read something like this. Ellie, if you're watching, you were right to choose this book for me. I sent her a text this morning that asked her to help me pick what I thought was going to be my final book of March. As it turns out, that was a lie, and it's not my final book of March because I'm probably going to read this book. Sorry, I just checked. I just looked ahead. I'm so sorry. I just looked ahead and it is Willa. How many times am I going to say okay? Take a shot every time I say okay. Here's the thing. I love the women in these books because they absolutely give their man the business. And if it's one thing about me, I love giving men the business. Line up, get the business from me, troll him, give him a hard time, do everything in your power to get under his skin. Ask my husband. That's who I am. Willa might be my favorite in this series of the women. I like Summer and I liked Sloane. Willa, hands down, is the funniest of the bitches in this series.
And I'm just gonna stand on business when I say that. Have I read the other books? No. But in Powerless, you see all the women texting each other and talking to each other, and I know Willa is the funniest, and she's the most fiery, and she's definitely a fire sign. So this is peach iced tea with some peach Waterloo mixed in. I don't know if I can recommend it or not. I'm just trying to stay hydrated. Anyway, I'm gonna start this. Just know that I loved Flawless. If I get 2 5 stars in a row, fuck dog. Oh my God, I felt myself slipping into a rut after I finished Wake Up and Open Your Eyes. And I really think that that's why I didn't enjoy Elevator Pitch as much as I would have liked. When I borrowed Elevator Pitch from KU, I thought that it was gonna be just straight up my alley. And then it just was mid. I liked the characters a lot. I don't know what it was. I wanted more in terms of the tension between the characters. I wanted there to be more of a rift, if you catch my drift. The rift in Flawless, the conflict rather in Flawless, just really picked me up. Wake Up and Open Your Eyes, I don't know why people love it so much. Just being so real with you. I like horror. I don't read a lot of it. I do a very specific type of horror that I tend to lean more into. And this seemed like it would be right up my alley in the sense that it deals in paranormal possessions and everything. But the amount of orgies that happened in Wake Up and Open Your Eyes was a lot for me. And I say that as somebody who reads people fucking all over the place. It was too much. I did not like that book, and it took me down, and I should have read this book first. I should have read Flawless first instead of going into Elevator Pitch, because I knew when it dragged me down that I was gonna need something that I loved to pick me up. And I remember how I felt when I read Powerless, and I should have just trusted my fucking gut and picked Flawless. We're not gonna beat ourselves up. We're gonna get started reading. I need to get into it because I'm trying to go to bed at 9 and it's already 7:45. I'm going to bed at 9 because I have to wake up early because I forgot to take my kids' lunch boxes to their dads, and they need lunch for school tomorrow. And also I gotta wash my hair tomorrow so I can wear it wavy again. Anyway, I'm gonna go read Heartless and read about Kate and Willa and live my best life. If I don't see you again tonight, I'll see you in the morning. I might get up early, 5, walk on my treadmill, and then go shower. That sounds like a fun time. We'll see how it goes. If I check in with you tonight, great. If not, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hello and good morning. I got 33% in to Heartless last night, and I just know that this one's gonna be my favorite. Something about the interactions between Cade and Willa sing to my heart. I love a grumpy man. That's all I have to say. The way that he flirts with her and the way that he feels such guilt for their drastic age difference. He's 38 and she's 25. I just love it. I am having a great time. But now I have to go to work. So I'm gonna do that. And then when we come home, we're gonna try to read the rest of that book tonight so that I can start the 4th one tomorrow. But we're gonna just not set ourselves up for failure, because that is still a lot of the book that I have to get through if I'm gonna try to finish it tonight, and the boys are coming home, so that's a lofty goal, but we're gonna try. I'll see you after work. I'm home from work, and it was a day. I'm really excited because some plants are germinating. Let me show you. Right here, and here, and here, broccoli. And then over here, my thyme is starting to come out, and that's it. But still, it's really exciting. I'm new to gardening, and I do quite literally mean gardening, not like the cool hip gardening that everybody talks about. I don't do that, but real life gardening. Yes, we are gardening. I am over here in my kitchen eating my dinner of leftover tacos, and it's very fucking fire. So I'm gonna be standing here and eating my tacos and reading Heartless while I do that. Also, my hair looks super cute up in this claw clip, and so tomorrow I might wear my hair like this. It was a very long and fucking awful day at work. Rock and roll, dude. I love it. Don't worry, I sent Pete and Elon my 5 bullet points so that I hopefully won't get fucking fired. This is an ongoing thing, and it genuinely pisses me off so much. Anyway, I'm gonna dissociate for a little bit while I eat my dinner and read my book. And the kids already ate. I like to feed them first because they're normally starving and will beg me for snacks. And so I feed them, and then I feed myself because I eat lunch at 1 p.m. Anyway, this is what I also had for lunch. I don't know how to cook for only one person, and so I will eat this again tonight. And I will eat it for lunch tomorrow. And then I'll probably eat it again for dinner tomorrow night. And then maybe even for lunch on Wednesday because I made a lot. Oh well, off to reading. Goodbye. Update. You can see that the broccoli is really springing up. Kale, this is blue kale. Some of my herbs are coming in, kind of. Exciting. But mostly we're seeing the most growth with the broccoli. As far as what I've read, it's almost 7 actually, 6:55. I've not really read much of anything. I read maybe like half a chapter while we were waiting at the dentist office to get my oldest son's chipped tooth fixed. I am going to give my dog some food. She's licking her gerbil thing. I'm gonna give my dog some food, help my younger son get his shower done, get my own shower, and then that's that, be reading. It is April 1st, and I did not finish Heartless yesterday. Oh my God, I didn't finish Heartless yesterday. She just has to drink while I'm talking. I am at like 70% though, rooting for Willa and Cade. Like, they have up, but there's still drama to come because Cade's son Luke's birthday is coming, and that is when Luke's mom crops up into the picture. And she's a catty bitch, at least from what Cade has told us. So I'm just gearing up for some baby mama drama. I think, based off of previous actions of Willa, that there's gonna be some shit that goes down. Even though she's like, I'm not drama, she is fiery. So I know that when it comes to the birthday party and Luke's mom, if she says something out of pocket, she will be checked and wrecked by Willa. But yeah, that to go. My oldest son asked me for some ice cream. I'm gonna scoop him some ice cream, help my baby shower, and then curl up in my bed after I shower. That's the plan. Okay, bye. Hi, Wednesday. On Wednesdays, I go to Kelly's house. Here's what you missed on Glee. I finished Heartless last night. Did it go exactly where I knew it was going to go because I read Powerless before all of these books? Yes. Yes, it did. I'm gonna pretend like I was at the pregnancy. The foreshadowing is heavy. Anyway, I gave it 5 stars also because I have no standards, but also, I don't know, maybe it's the phase of my life. Maybe it's because I'm ovulating. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's sertraline. Maybe it just doesn't fucking matter, but I loved the book, okay? Most of the categories were 10s and only like a couple 9s. And that's that. This opinion and my channel. If you don't like it, well, that's up to you, but like, you don't have to be here. In other news, this afternoon, I got absolutely nothing done, but I did learn that there are 15 species of snakes in Croatia, and only 3 of them are venomous because I Googled it. Was that a little bit wasteful of me to spend some of my afternoon Googling things on my government computer? Yes. Yes, it was. They like to send me emails that make me spiral into a tizzy. And to that I say, thanks. You made me lose my focus. And I had to Google if there are snakes in Croatia. And I also Googled if there, like, what kind of snakes there are in Chile. They have this long snake in Chile that is like 4.5 feet long. And, natural deterrents are other jaguars and birds of prey. I also learned that like Bolivia has salt plains, salt flats. Chile also has salt flats. I was only aware of the Bolivian ones because when I was in college, there was a guy that I went to college with who was from Bolivia. Anyway, we are not going to record an episode of the podcast tonight. It's going to be an editing night, and that's fine with me because the episode for Lights Out, I don't know if I've talked about this, it's 3 hours of raw footage. We need to edit because it's supposed to go up on Sunday. And also we need to get some TikToks churned out for the TikTok and all that. I don't know why I'm still wearing my coat. I've been in my house for the last 20 minutes waiting until it's a reasonable time to go to Kelly's house because we work different hours.
We're making Mary gnocchi tonight. It's a barefoot neighbor. I'll link it down below so that you can follow along. It's a crock-pot meal. Kelly and I cook together almost every week. It's really fun. And this is the one thing in my life that I look forward to every week. Even if we don't do podcast related stuff, I love eating family dinner with the Dick household. It's a personal joke, okay? Just deal with it. Yeah, so let me seed update and then I'm gonna get going. 1 second. Here's the seed update. The broccoli is really growing tall, as you can see. I had to turn it so that it would maybe grow that way towards the light. Kale. They're growing in. We've got some thyme popping up, oregano, basil, Thai basil. It's finally a little seedling. No cilantro or chives. Dill. We have a lavender sprout. No sage yet. And then as far as like tomatoes and peppers, we're not seeing any movement yet, but that's okay. Genuinely, I am so excited to transplant everything outside. Sorry, didn't mean to be that up close and personal. Yeah, I really can't transplant outside. I think we're good to go. I'll see you probably tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, hello. Good morning. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. I read like 2 chapters of Reckless last night, one from Winter's perspective and one from Theo's perspective. And then I went to bed. I was at Kelly's until about 8:45 last night. Came home and I was exhausted and I really just wanted to go to sleep. But I read just 2 chapters, went to sleep. It's my busiest day of the week at work. I'm gonna be exhausted when I come home. It's fine. We're still gonna try to read a lot tonight when I come home. But that's the update. I just know that this one's about Theo and Winter. Winter, her chapter, Summer, and is trying to like repair their relationship, so it'll be good. I love that the books are all interconnected. I do think that you should read these in order. I regret reading Powerless first. That's all. I'm gonna go to work. I need to get shoes on and stuff. I'll see you all at work. All right, we're home from work. A little bit of a better day today, I guess. I'm still very tired. I'm just gonna clean up my kitchen. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen and change out of my work clothes into pajamas and just relax for the rest of the night. But I need to show you everything that's growing because it's incredible. I'm checking my plants as I do every day when I come home. I did not check them this morning. This is crazy. Hang on. Here's this view. My cucumbers did not have anything yesterday. Broccoli's getting taller. My tomatoes are starting to come in, the grape ones. Lots of my herbs are coming in. Kale is getting bigger. I did not know that that is what blue kale looks like. That is so cute. I'm just really impressed by these cucumbers, to be so honest with you. And the broccoli too. I'm going to put the lid back on it for now. This is so fun. I literally love this. Okay. This makes me so silly, but it makes me so happy. Tonight's plans. After I do my dishes, I'm gonna make broccoli cheddar soup. I'm going to maybe crochet a little bit, maybe, but I really wanna get into Reckless. I've been thinking about it all day and how excited I was to come home and finally get into reading it. I also might take my nail polish that is very chipped off of my fingernails finally, but that is it. Let me go do my dishes. We'll check back in once there's something of substance to, meaning once I'm a little bit deeper into this book. Okay? Sound good? Sounds good. That? Do you? Because what the fuck? No, because what? What? This to me. I will cry right now. How to me? Me specifically. She texted him that she's pregnant because he wouldn't return her calls. There has to be a reason. And something tells me that I'm not gonna be happy with whatever reason there is. And if there's other woman drama, I'm gonna be very disappointed. We're gonna put pause. I'm just gonna go brush my teeth, migrate to my bed. I need to take a break. I'm furious. You can't time jump me like this. We're gonna forget that the lighting is terrible in here. I fear that I've purchased some things. I think I know what this one is. Let's talk about it. Went on bookshop.org and did some damage and Salou House Books in Kenosha, Wisconsin while doing so. So I'm a little salty about this one, but I'm gonna because I can fix it. Because one thing about me, love this series. Haven't read this one yet, but I have plans as soon as humanly possible. And by that I mean once I'm finished with Chestnut Springs. Someone recommended this to me, and I was like, okay, don't ask me who, forget, doesn't matter. One of my favorite books of all time, and I need to reread it, and I need it in hardcover. And just looking at it for too long could make me cry. So, and then it's been a while since I've read something mysterious and funny. All the Other Mothers Hate Me. It sounded really intriguing when I was browsing. I need more mystery and thriller in my life. You all are probably sick to death of me just reading the fuck out of romance, so we're branching out. And then I really think I know what this one is. And if I'm right, just know that I'm really excited. I don't know how to open these boxes though. Peach is here sniffing. Don't make fun of this. It is. And I am so excited. Don't even do it. Lick it, I know you. I know you lick my books. Get down. No, you're not gonna climb up on my lap. We're not doing this. No, stay down. It's in my hands. I can't wait. It's gonna be next weekend activity. And I might just do a vlog entirely dedicated to me reading and reacting to this book. Because when I tell you that this book is my most highly anticipated book of the year, I don't say that lightly, and I'm not joking. Here she is. The car is so cotton candy, and I can't wait. Well, today was a really good day at work. I got a lot done. I need to stack stuff on top of this so that Lost and Lassoed can regain its shape. I got a lot of admin done leading up to my appointment with my psychiatrist at 11:30. After that, my day kind of crapped out and tanked, and I didn't do very much of anything, but that's okay. We're working on getting better. There is an email in my inbox to dwell on all weekend. Hate it, but you know, we're not going to. We're going to focus on finishing the Chestnut Springs series this weekend and editing the Lights Out episode of the podcast. But for right now, I need a snack. So I'm going to do that and ask my kids what they want to eat for dinner. And I will let you know. No, oh my God, I'm sorry. As far as a Springs update, we're about 40% into Reckless. And I just knew when Willa texted Theo the news that the response that she got was not him. But it still doesn't my heart from hurting. So we're at a point where he knows that he has a child, but nobody else knows that he's the father of Winter. I don't know if I called her Willa. I'm sorry. Everybody else knows that, no, nobody else knows he's the father of Winter's child. So that's where we're at. They're about to go and tell all the Eatons right now. And I've been thinking about the book all day. I can't wait. So let me get my snack. Let me get a drink because I'm parched. And then we'll get into reading for the night. I think I'm going to make ramen for dinner. Bulldog ramen for dinner. And maybe I'll even go so far as to have a soft-boiled egg, but probably not. Okay, hello. Hi. I finished Reckless. Really took me through it. Okay. Right now I'm sitting in front of my computer because I'm editing the podcast. I am going to start Hopeless today. So we're going to do hour of editing, hour of that I can give my eyes a break from my computer screen. Let's talk about Reckless. I think that with this one, we've finally put the Rob storyline to bed. At least I hope, because I'm so sick of hearing about this trifling man. Theo is an excellent father. Winter is a wonderful mother. I don't know, but something about this maybe felt a little rushed to me because I remember looking down and being like, oh my God, I'm already at the 60% mark and they're together and living as a family. But like, I don't know, the end where he, spoiler, proposes to her. I don't know. They're great together. Don't get me wrong. ugh, there's a lot of things. I'm kind of all over the place. My brain's like firing off at all angles. So one thing, she's very focused on the age gap between them, which is only 2 years. And for some reason, I pictured it to be much more. It's been a long time since I read Powerless, but I think, like, I feel like a scene in Powerless where Theo and Winter are like fighting. I don't know. It just seemed like she was so much older than him. Maybe it's because she's a doctor and still living out his teenage dream. I don't know. I feel so much more mature than him. I like his mom a lot. Like his mom, she is so kind to Winter, which is something that she really needs. One second, dang, I had to go see what's going on over there. I don't know. This was not my favorite from the series. I don't know that anybody will take down Willa and Cade's story. We're starting hopeless. Right now, air footage from the podcast to my computer, so that's why I'm doing an update right now. I need to edit this. I need to crochet on my blanket so that I can start doing TikToks on my page again. And that's that. I ate lunch too because I'm starving. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go work and I'll see y'all shortly.
Okay, I'm perfectly aware that's a horrible angle. I just pulled up to work. I made it to 60-something% of hopeless, and I blame whoever the fuck on TikTok said that the Chestnut Springs men are MAGA coded. How fucking dare you? I don't like Bose as much as the others. I think it's because you only really see so much of him throughout the rest of the book, and I don't know, it's tough. I love that we're like veteran PTSD in this one, but I don't really love the age gap. I'll talk more after. We need to go in, but that's where we are. I'll give you a more thorough update once I'm done with work because this is really uncomfortable, this position. All right, here we go. Happy Monday. My tripod is a cup. It's Monday nights. I'm 72% into hopeless. Here's the thing. I really, really like all of the other books in the Chestnut Springs series, but something about this one, I just don't feel as excited to reach for it. Bo just like refusing to seek treatment. I mean, I get it. He has a lot of PTSD, but like, I don't know. It's like, I think bothering me is that he lives and works on the ranch, but we're not getting to see the dynamic between him and his family like we do in the other books. This one focuses more heavily on just him and Bailey. Whereas like, I understand that she's outside, she's an out of the family, right? But like Willa and Sloane and Summer all commingle together in the books. And in this one, we've only had a couple of instances where the girls are bringing Bailey into their circle, and I'm literally 72%, and there's only been like one instance where they've all been together. She isn't in the group chats with them. It just feels so different. And like, I get that Bailey's to being Miss Independent. I don't know, I feel like we're not getting enough. I know it's his book, okay? I know. I don't feel like this one's giving me enough side character. And like, I get it. You go through something super traumatic, your first base instinct, at least in my experience, is to push away the people that you care about the most. But even in those instances where I've wanted to push away the people that I care about the most, my best friends are always right there for me. And even with Jasper and Bo, we're not seeing that best friend dynamic really until right now. Like, he told Jasper that the relationship between he and Bailey is fake, but then they never talk about it again until right now after Bo's realizing that he has feelings for her. I don't know. It's very different. Easily influenced. Like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't like Bo as much as I like the others. And I definitely don't like Red as much as I like Cade. And I definitely don't know. Theo and Cade are pretty close. I don't know. Fine. I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. I don't even know what time it is. I don't have my watch on. I'm gonna try to tonight, but I also am gonna try to put myself to bed early. But I'm gonna try to finish it tonight. I'm thinking this one's gonna be closer to
like a 3.75 star. Low, high, 4.25. That's where I'm thinking this book is going to land. Somewhere between 3.5 and 4.25. I'll let you know in the morning when I finish this. Well, if I finish this, I'll let you know in the morning where we end up on the scale, but that's what I'm thinking. Okay, good night. Okay, well, look, it's a couple of days later. A few days after I finished Hopeless. It was a 3.75. I don't know what else to say. I didn't love it. It was not fun. Well, as fun as the others, I guess I should say. I personally loved Kate and Willa's story the most. I had hoped for more. I'd hoped for more interactions between Bo and Jasper than we got. It is what it is. I've moved on to a new book. And so with that all being said, that is going to be the end of this video. If you like it, feel free to leave a like. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here. It's free for you. It's fun for me. Go check out my podcast with Kelly. Follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. It's linked down below. That's it. Leave a comment letting me know if you'd like me to do any more themed vlogs like this where I read a full series. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.